Hey, welcome back to the Too Fast channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a Mercedes-Benz auto-dimming rear view mirror with Homelink, compass, and an alarm LED. This is a revamped design. I have simplified the design to make this mirror applicable in more situations and easier to install. What we've basically done is we've eliminated the need for you to connect this alarm LED to your existing alarm or your existing LED of your alarm. It is completely self-contained. So you'll have 3 wires to connect: a constant 12 volt, a switch 12 volt, and a ground. And I'll talk about those a little bit later, where you can locate those for your installation. So the compass in this particular mirror is really nice because it can be turned on or off. It is also a hidden compass, and you can see here as I point this out, you really can't see where the compass is when it's turned off. It's only visible when it comes on. So that's a really nice feature. The same button that's used to turn the compass on and off is also used to set your compass variance zone, put the mirror or the compass in calibration mode, and also to configure the mirror for left or right hand drive configuration, or put the compass in, set the compass up for left or right hand drive configuration. And I'm pointing out that little hole right now that you could open up the end of a paper clip and stick a paper clip in there and push the button. If you push it once, it turns the compass on and off. If you put the paper clip in there and you hold the button down, it will cycle through turning the compass on and off, then going to the variance zone, and then going into the calibration mode, and then lastly whether it's for left-hand drive or right-hand drive. On the left here, of course, it's standard 3-button Homelink controls with a little LED to indicate that the Homelink is functioning. And on the bottom we've got a small red dome that houses our super bright LED. I also replaced the stock LED that's in this mirror with a super bright LED. It is wired up so that it functions when you turn your car off. So when you turn your car off, the alarm LED will start blinking. When you come back to your car, get in the car, put the key in the ignition, turn the ignition on, the alarm LED will turn off, your Homelink will become functional, your auto dimming will become functional, and your compass will become functional. The mirror that you're looking at right here is designed specifically for the W124. That's the bracket that you're looking at. I can design this for any of the models I previously mentioned. The 3 wires are all routed internally to this bracket, as you just saw. I also have a 4-conductor Molex connector, which will connect up to a wiring harness that we'll see a little bit later in the video. So this simplified design makes it much easier to install. Since you're only dealing with 3 wires, the switch 12 volt comes off of your sunroof switch. The constant 12 volt power will come from your map light, and the ground also comes from the map light. So the wiring harness routed right up to your map light assembly, and all the wires you need are right there. Of course, on some models like the R107, you don't have a sunroof. You've got to find switch 12 volt power somewhere. Most likely you'd have to route the wiring through the headliner, down the A-pillar, into your center console, and maybe tap into a cigarette lighter to get switch 12 volt power. But for most of the other owners, 124, 126, 201s, 123s, you've got a sunroof, so you've got everything you need right up in the map light area. So let's see, I'm just waiting for the video to catch up to my narration here, because I'm still talking about something I don't remember. But we're going to do I am going to show you the accessory packet that ships with each of these mirrors. And I'm also going to give you a demonstration of how this works. That'll be coming a little bit later. I have also a installation PDF which is available to show installation and wiring, and I have several different videos that show the installation of similar mirrors into W201 and a W116. I do not have specific installation material showing this particular mirror, but like I said, the only real difference is you have one additional wire, and that's the constant 12-volt wire that's on all the time that you're going to pull from your map lights. I'm also going to demonstrate the articulation of the bracket on the mirror, and I want to stress that, you know, when it gets to the point of installing the mirror, you don't want to push on the bottom of the mirror or push on the bottom of the bracket or hammer on anything. I include a nice little installation tool with the packet of installation accessories that makes installing this real easy. And it doesn't have to be a frustrating experience if you follow the instructions in the videos that I have available. Installation is actually really a breeze. So I believe we're coming up to the there we go, our installation accessories. So this is the wiring harness. Now this wiring harness is specific for this particular mirror. Since this mirror has 3 wires. The switch 12 volt and the constant 12 volt are both individually fused, and the connections are insulated male spade connectors, and I also include 3 MT taps that you will use to tap into your existing wiring. So you don't have to cut up your existing wiring harness. You can tap into the existing wires. Now, one thing I've got to note is I'm in nowhere in any of my instructions do I tell you what color wires to tap into. The switch 12 volt is on your sunroof switch. You need to use a volt ohm meter to find that wire, because the wiring colors vary from model to model and year to year. So with your car turned on, you use your volt ohm meter, you go to your sunroof switch, you probe the wire, you find the 12 volt wire, and then you follow up by turning the ignition off. If that wire loses power when you turn the ignition off, that's your switch 12 volt power. You'll utilize this same procedure for the constant 12 volt power. Now that's pulled from your map lights. That will have power with the ignition switch on or off. So you'll use your volt ohm meter to find that wire, and then you'll use the red T-taps, which you just saw in the video, to tap into those wires. Now this is the installation tool that I include. It's a modified radio removal tool that's been ground down on the end so it fits into the Mercedes-Benz bracket. So you can see the spring, and then you can see on either end of the bracket there's 2 gold colored pins. Now you'll use a pliers to squeeze those 2 pins in, and that will depress the spring. And when the spring is depressed, you'll take your installation tool and you'll insert it between the stud of the bracket and the spring. And what that will do is that will keep that gold colored pin depressed. And when you go to install this, you'll insert the end where my finger is touching. That's the gold pin that's sticking out. You'll insert that into your bracket in your car, tilt the mirror up, and when you're holding it firmly in place, you'll wiggle your installation tool and pull it out, and that depressed pin will pop back into place, and your mirror will be firmly installed. Now, I believe what I'm talking about here is handling. And during the handling and the installation phase, you want to hold the mirror by the stem where my fingers are right now. You don't want to be holding it by the mirror itself or pushing on the bottom of the mirror. Do not do that. This is a ball socket type design. The socket that the bracket snaps into is plastic. It's bolted into the mirror casing into plastic studs. It's just not designed to take any type of force. And of course, I'm telling you right here at this point, do not push on the bottom of the bracket. Do not hammer on the bottom of the bracket. Follow the installation instructions, and this whole process will be real simple. I can install one of these mirrors very, very quickly, and you'll see that if you watch one of my installation videos, specifically the video where I install a mirror in a W116 chassis. It goes really quick. Right here I'm talking about the articulation pattern of the bracket to the mirror. One of the things I want to stress, do not try to force the mirror past its articulation stop point. You can damage something. So the mirror is just not going to go any further. If you're adjusting it and it comes to a stop, don't try to push it any further. You will damage something. Anyway, next up, we're going to show you the LED and the compass. So what I got going on right here is I've got power hooked up to it, and this is what you're going to see when your car is off. That's the LED blinking. And when it's in this condition right here, the Homelink does not function, the auto dimming does not function, and the compass does not function. The constant power only goes to the LED. Nothing else functions. So when you turn the car on, as you'll see right here, the LED goes off and you can see the Homelink is functioning. And there's the compass. Now in this particular mirror, the compass is in calibration mode. So when it's in calibration mode, you have a C on the screen. That's covered in the installation document. If it was not in calibration mode, you would see south, southwest, north, east, something like that. Part of the setup routine of the compass is to set your variance zone and then put it in calibration mode, and then you have to drive the car around and it gets calibrated to your geographical location, whatever part of the world you happen to be in. The C will then change from a C to the north, south, east. This is how you access the compass to turn it on or off. So you can see here I'm using the installation tool and I'm just pressing that button once. You press it once and you turn the compass on. You press it again, you can turn it off. And if you press that button and hold it in, then you start cycling through the different modes, the variance settings, the calibration, and the very last setting, which is unique to this mirror, is you can configure this mirror for left-hand drive or right-hand drive. With some of the other mirrors I offer that have a compass, I will ask you if it's for a left-hand drive or right-hand drive. Anyway, we're at the end of the video, so I'm going to sign off.